Now, the CBS 58 Sports Zone with Scott Grotsky.
If something's inevitable, why wait? And so I think that we'd come to the conclusion that this was the best thing for the future of the franchise, and this was the time.
That is Bucs general manager John Horst on the team's decision to fire head coach Jason Kidd. Kidd out after 3.5 years in charge. An emotional day here at the Bradley Center as the Bucs were able to come away with a close win over the Suns. But no one was really talking about the win after the game. It was all about the decision to move on from Kidd. It's news that broke about 4 hours before tip-off, and I don't mean news that broke to the media or to the fans around 4 hours before tip-off. I mean players told me in the locker room that's when they found out too, through social media for the most part. Kidd is out after 3.5 years running the show. He led Milwaukee to a record of 183 and 190. The Bucs made the playoffs in 2 of his 3 full seasons, but there was a definite feel they were underachieving this year. Milwaukee had dropped to 23 and 22 before the firing, holding the last spot in the Eastern Conference playoff picture by just 1 game.
Why now? At the end of the day, we believe this gives our team the best opportunity to have the most success this season.
Horst says it was his decision to move on from Kidd, but that he had unanimous support from the owners too.
This is not something that was premeditated or really in the balance for most of the season.
One of the focal points for the team moving forward has to be the relationship between superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo and whoever the new coach is. Giannis and Jason Kidd were very close. Kidd had coached Giannis for practically his entire career outside of his rookie season. When I asked Horst about telling Giannis about the move, he dodged the question, saying that they talked to every player and that they had different emotions. ESPN is reporting that Giannis was actually the one who told Kidd he was being fired in the first place, saying, quote, "It's not right what they're about to do." He also reportedly offered to call the owners on Kidd's behalf. In the locker room before the game, one thing was clear. The players were still pretty stunned by the news.
It's a weird feeling, it's a crazy league.
Assistant coach Joe Prunty takes over as the interim for now. He will coach for the rest of the season. And Horst says that over the summer, they'll look for a permanent replacement, but that Prunty will be considered too.
It is emotional. There is a personal element to this.
If the next few months serve as a trial period for Prunty, he's off to a pretty good start, and that's without Giannis. The Greek Freak missed tonight's game with knee soreness. He also missed the last game. Malcolm Brogdon and the rest of the team stepped up without him. 32 points, a career high for Brogdon. In crunch time, Eric Bledsoe helping take over a big-time slam. That sets the tone for the final 5 minutes of the game, and Chris Middleton was able to do the rest. A game-high 35 points. That includes some clutch shots to ice it. He shot 68% from the field. Together, Middleton, Brogdon, and Bledsoe combining for 86 of the team's 109 points as they go on to win by 4. Nice start for the Prunty era. Just got out of the locker room a few minutes ago, and here's what some of the players said to me. Jason Terry saying that a move like this, it puts the pressure on the team. As for Chris Middleton, when we asked him if this is something that can sort of reset the Bucs as they've been losing 4 of the last 5 going into this, he said that this has to serve as hitting the reset button for this team going forward. That's it for sports. We'll reset the weather forecast coming up next.